Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our group has got chapter 5 titled Selecting a Topic and a Purpose, and chapter 6 titled Analyzing the Audience for our group assignment on public speaking subject. In Lucas' book, stated that the first step in speech making is choosing the topic. Selection of the topic that is appropriate to the theme, audience, and knowledge is very important in giving speech. To achieve the purpose of the speech, which is either to inform or persuade the audience. In speech, the audience is one of the main focus of the speaker during giving speech. The speaker must know how to capture the attention and interest of the listener to always focus on the topic being discussed. Other than that, speaker have to learn about the audience before speech and get the audience feedback during delivering speech.
Next, we will present about the importance of the content emphasized by Da'i Aini before delivering the speech. According to Da'i Aini, before delivering a speech, the speaker needs to know who their target. This is because when we do not know who our target is to deliver the speech, we worry that the objective is not being achieved. Also, when we know who the target is, it is easier to figure out their problem. According to Abiora Ick 2021, a successful public speaker should have a solid understanding of his audience. As previously stated, the speaker should consider his audience needs, interests, attitudes, and background. As a result, the goal of public speaking is to successfully reach the audience. In my opinion, I agree with both sources when they say that before delivering a speech, we should define the target of the audience. This is because when we actually plan attentively on who we want to present a speech to, we will be able to successfully express our speech aimed to the audience.
Next, the important things that Da'i Aini highlight when choosing topic for our speech is we should avoid choosing topic about culture and also about politics unless we are attending for politics event. This is because these two topics quite sensitive in some areas. Therefore, in Lucas' book, they have provided several procedures for brainstorming topics for our speech that we can follow. Among the procedures are we can use information such as personal experience for brainstorming our topics. You just need to jot down anything that comes in your mind about your experience. Besides, according to Toastmaster International, we can also use reference materials such as from websites, YouTube, magazines, and so on to brainstorm our topic.
Based on explanation of Da'i Aini, to begin a speech with strength and confidence, the presentation must be well structured. Furthermore, we require practice to appear confident when speaking, while avoiding substantial feelings of anxiety. According to John Robert Colombo 2007, the best way to overcome your fear of public speaking is to overwork it. Practice as much as you can and accept as many speaking engagements as you can in the future. Furthermore, the intonation is important and depends on who is speaking. When it comes to public speaking, having a good voice volume modulation is essential for conveying a clear message and keeping the audience attention. DeVito 2014. In my opinion, the speaker must make true preparation in all aspects before starting public speaking to ensure that the goal of the presentation reach the audience.
Next, Da'i Aini states that if we want to overcome fear while delivering a speech, we should have a mindset that we want to share what we really want to share. We have to choose a topic we are interested in and easy to convey. We have to convey the things we want to convey the most and feel confident with the speech. According to Curtis 2001, you should have a clear idea of what you are going to say. This does not imply that you should remember your entire speech. Rather, you should have a good summary of facts and information to talk.
The next question given to Da'i Aini is, when you are invited to give a speech, do you prefer to ask the organizer about the size of audience and physical settings such as technical equipment first or not? So, Da'i Aini answered that she will ask about the size of audience and the physical settings, first, such as equipment, when giving talks or tazkirah at mosques and suraus. If they are not mixed in the same hall, she will focus on the hereafter for Muslims, and for non-Muslims, she will talk about morals, ethics, and others. She also talks about the physical settings of equipment such as LCD, speakers, whiteboard, HDMI cable, wire, or BGE. Alright, according to Dai Aini, she will also ask the audience about race and religion. This is because this thing will create a risk on its pronunciation, especially in selecting the title or topic. According to Benjamin 1969, it is typically a good idea to know about an audience's age, gender, major, and so on before speaking to them. That's true, because it is so important for a speaker to emphasize the preparation before going to deliver a speech. Natalie and Bodenmeier 2004 and Gamble 2013 argue that a speaker's message should not be shifted to fit the audience. Only you can resolve the conflict between adapting to an audience and his or her desire to stay loyal to form. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next, Dai Aini stated that if the audience lost focus during her speech, she will call the name of the audience and ask for their opinion, make humor, and tell the true story to them. Furthermore, Davidson argued it contributes to the efficacy of talks in other ways. But unlike Lucas, he states that summarize your speech to deliver it in a given time and check your speech to avoid the audience not being interested in hearing your speech. In my opinion, I agree with Dai Aini and Lucas because they both tell important things to practice if the audience lost focus during our speech.
According to the Aini, to make audience remember the message that speaker conveyed, the way speaker present must depend on the audience. For example, if the audience are elite group, the presentation must be professional to make them interested with the message. While it depends on the topic, speaker must use the method which is, if talk about moral, speaker must focus on motivation way. When talk related to hereafter, have to deliver in serious mood, and topic about faith, the intonation can be relaxed. The speaker need to know the technique and art of the presentation. While according to Leskowski, it is important to the speaker not to speak with your back to the audience and do not speak while you are writing on the board or paper. The speaker must face the audience during speech, ask the question to the audience to obtain two-way communication, and make summary at the end of the speech. Lastly, as a good speaker, they must deliver speech, use proper language, and make audience comfortable during the speech.
Conclusion: when planning your speech, it is usually a good idea to start with a solid understanding of your audience and the many components that make up that audience. This is referred to as conducting an audience analysis in speech communication. According to McQuall on 1997, when you do an audience analysis, you consider all the relevant factors that define the makeup and demographic traits of your target audience. Thank you.